Hello, everybody. It's just me. I decided to come and do a live real quick just so we could chit chat about an issue that arose from listening to a live yesterday from me. Yeah, I want to make sure nobody's feelings get hurt when I do. And Mark brought this up. We've all seen several people doing the pick 10s and pick 2s, pick 15s, pick 300s, whatever. We've all seen it. So we've seen so many people doing it. We don't know where the original idea came from. So what I'm going to do is I have a disclaimer that I'm going to add to all of my videos where I'm doing the pick whatevers. Just so that it's out there that I realize it's not my original idea. And it's slightly longer than this. Its creativity is going to be the last word, but I can only do 200 characters. So that's the disclaimer I'm going to add from now on to any of them where I'm doing a pick number of prompts or mixed media mashup. I do the mixed media mashup from card prompts that Stacy gave to us when I first saw her, and I did my little box and everything. And then I found out Nina Ribena does, the cards well. And there's several people that do sticks, Chelsea and Cindy. And I just want to make it very clear that I understand it's not my idea. But we all have so much fun, and we don't care if there's like 30 people doing them. Heck, if I could, I'd go and play with every person that's doing a pick 10 every week. That's how much I love doing them. So that's basically all I wanted to say. And I fretted about it all night long, could hardly sleep about it. And then I wake up and Mark, glorious Mark, has the answer right there waiting for me. I should have just stayed up later and listened to him longer. And he had this great idea of just coming up with kind of a, giving credit to everybody that's out there that's ever done it. So I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. So thank you, Mark. That was an awesome idea. I really, really appreciate it. You just don't know how much I appreciate it. But I thought maybe for an hour, so from now until we'll say 4:20, I thought we could just goof around and play and do something lighthearted. I did this little journal. Let me get out of lunch bags. We're not going to do this today. We're going to do this Wednesday. And what you need is 3 lunch bags, some card stock that kind of matches. So I would say a craft or a brown card stock and a 6x6 pad. You're going to need some little strips of card stock to reinforce the binding and some ribbon. And I'm just going to do a flip through in case you guys want to participate on Wednesday evening. I have so much crap on this desk, you guys. It's not even funny. And it is. Right at this moment, I just feel like it's crap in my way. So anyway, when you open it up, there's a pocket right here, and you have a tag that you could journal on one side and put a really nice picture there. And then this one has a little pocket on the back side, and I made tags. So we'll make tags to go in the little pocket. This is basically the bottom of the bag. Okay, and the 6x6 paper pad, you'll use just about all of it. And I'm going to show you what I've done with all the little bits of trim away, because this is not a 6x6 piece, but I have an idea of how to use up all of our scraps. So, and then another tag. You get 3 tags and three big tags and 3 little tags from your 3 bags. But this makes such a wonderful little journal that you could give as a brag book to a grandmother. This right here is just a piece of paper covering up I've got cardstock in between each bag to reinforce it. And then I put this on to cover the thread where I stitched it together. I have done these where you just stack the bags up and sew on your sewing machine, but I'm going to tell you why I do it like this from now on. Is when you start adding your decorative paper and you don't add like a little gusset right in the middle, this back here will absolutely split apart. So that's why I added that in there. I'll check chat in just a minute. I just want to finish this flip through. And then here's your last tag in the back here. So like I said, and then here's this tag is in here. You do not need a specialty punch. I've had these corner, any fancy corner rounder will work to make a tag top. So if you've got any kind of little fancy corner thing, you can make a tag. It's a rectangle of paper, and then you just snip off the top two corners. And the reason I like to just use my corner punches is because sometimes it's hard to get them even. And with a corner rounder, you can just say, that's just how the punch punched it. And I did not sign the back of this yet, but I will. Yes, feel free to, Lisa, use the same disclaimer, just so we're covering all our bases, because I don't want anybody to think I'm taking their idea and running with it. I thought everybody was doing it. Exactly, Ian. Hi, Danny. Oh, you guys, I just went and got the mail. Let me show you what came in the mail. Oh, got 2 envelopes today. I don't want to show addresses. One's from Dawn and one's from Susan Baker. So I'm going to open Dawn's first because it's right here. And I love these Angry Birds. And do you know I got all of these Angry Bird stamps at Hobby Lobby in the clearance a few months back, if you remember. Hi, Lisa Elaine. Hi, Dawn. The paper I used on that little album is Cigar Box by Prima, and I got it on clearance. You know me. I find all the stuff on clearance. Actually, I think I got that at the thrift store. We might go up to the thrift store tomorrow. I don't know. We ran out to Traveler's Rest so Scott could pick up another. It's a key of some sort that goes inside a lawnmower. And then he's like, oh, let's go in Mojo's and try a burger there. So there's this Mojo's Lounge. And I got chicken wings and he got a hamburger. And then we get out to the car and he's supposed to leave here at 2 o'clock on Mondays because he has to be in a meeting at 2:30 at his job, which is 30 minutes away. And it was like 1:57 when we got to the car. So we made a med dash here. I threw his lunch kind of at him in a bag, sent him on his way. So these are from Dawn, our crafty room Dawn. Oh, look, and she did. Oh, I love this idea. I'm going to snitch this, Dawn. I don't know if she's in here, but she has folded one in half so you could do little journaling spots. And if you put that in the middle of this, you'd have some smaller journaling spots in the middle. You could do that in the middle of your book or down at the bottom. Oh, I like this. I am so snitching this. Did she glue them together? Yeah, they're glued together. That is awesome. Love that idea. Gotta snitch it. So let's see. I've been, well, I guess I'm going to leave them like this, but I wanted you to see there's her handprint. Isn't that cool? And then we'll just flip through it like a book, I guess, because it's tied together. She's left a index card here. This has got texture paste on it. Maybe I'll turn it around here. That's cool. Let's see, what I'm thinking is take this and just slide it in. And then you have a shorter page that you could journal about something inside. That is cool. And she did glue the two pieces together. It's an 8.5 folded in half, and then she's got these. That's awesome. Everybody's coming up with their own play on this. Oh, look, and she's got scribble, scribble, scribble. Oh, these are so stinking cute. That's a little, that looks like a little critter of some sort because it's got legs. See the legs? And eyeballs. Okay, now I see it when I put it up. That's cute. Mark, what is it? Tanya was doing an album with envelopes. I think it was yesterday. I missed a lot of Tanya yesterday because I had to mow this monstrous yard here, and we do not have a riding lawnmower, so I'm push mowing it out there. This is gorgeous. I want one of these tape spools like this. I don't get tape like that. I love this double circle. We'll have to see. I might have some tape that has that in the middle, but I got to use the tape up first. So there's some more of her little, I love this. This is cool. I'm loving all the different takes on it. There's the little half page. Oh, a little bird and hearts. This must be a stamp she has. I love it because it's like a checklist that you could check off. So thank you, Dawn. That's awesome. And I am keeping a running list of who's sending me paper, and I have papers ready to go, but I can't mail anything until Friday when we get paid. So, or Scott gets paid, but you know how that is. All right, and so now we're going to open Susan Baker's. See what she's got in here. Oh, she made me a tag. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I hope I can get it on my, and then look at the back. Isn't that pretty? This is a feather. And I'm sure this has got her info on the back, so I'm not going to show the back side. Oh, it's just a thank you. That. Isn't that pretty? That's awesome. Let's see if we can get it. See if I can get it on my binder. I'm going to have to get that farther down in. Hang on. Let me grab my thing here. It's getting pretty full, you guys. I've got my banana, my bunch of bananas. I'm going to lift you up a little bit. I hear thunder in the distance. I am so sick of rain, you guys. See how big it's getting? Let's see if I can get hers in here. Oh boy. I might just get it. This was such a fun swap too, you guys. We need to do another tag swap because I have another banana holder. But I think we need to do them a little smaller because see how big this is getting? You guys have been so awesome to send me. I might turn the hook a little bit and see if that'll help me. There we go. I want to paint this so it looks kind of boho too, so it goes with my tags. Okay, Lisa Elaine, I need to go and have mine eyes done too, but I'm having to wait until we build our medical savings account back up a little bit because Scott needed 2 pair of glasses. He has 1 pair, you know, for daily use, and then he has another pair that are just computer glasses. So when he's at work, he can see the screen. So there's my boho tag thing again. And like I said, it's just such a chunky monster. And I love all the dangles. And these kind of hang off the fireplace mantle and torment the cats. But that's okay. They get over it. Let me show you what I did with the bits of leftovers. Because, you know, I don't want to throw any of this away, especially the prettier papers. So this is what I did. This is what I had left of full sheets of paper. This is all I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 partials. So you'll use just about a whole pad of paper. So if you're trying to use up old 6x6 paper pad, that little album's your job. And then you save the remnants of your cardstocks too. And then you just glue the little strips that are left over. And I cut these down into 1-inch strips. And if I want to, now I can take and cut these into inchies. And they're like instant backgrounds for inchies. And I cut all of these down to 1 inch. After they were wider and I put the strips on and then I cut them down. And I had some smaller pieces too. And then I have these, I think these are 1/2 inch. And these work good for when you're trying to cover the center on an album, or you just also, like Mary's doing those boxes where she does assemblage inside them. These would make great borders for that. Hi, Susan Stephen. I'm going to put y'all back down on the table. Oh, Dawn. Well, do what your nurse needs you to do and then come back. I'm only going to be on for about an hour, so I'm going to be off here at 4:20 because I don't want to burn myself out and then miss Lisa. So that's what I did. I've also cut these into 1-inch squares and took a piece of black cardstock and used these like tiles and just did a little grid of tiles and then put happy birthday underneath it. It makes an instant card and you've used up all your bits. And because I mowed the lawn yesterday and it's with a push mower, it's a motorized mower, but you have to push it. And my legs were so sore I could barely walk. So I didn't get my little card done yesterday. And this is a little, this thing that I'm using is for study guides. You're supposed to put like vocabulary words or things like that. And they're at Walmart in the back to school stuff. And I got these last year or the year before, you know, after school had started and they were trying to get rid of them. I think I paid $1/4 a piece for them or something crazy. So these are the ones I've gotten done so far. And I've posted pictures of all of these on Instagram and on the Facebook group. Hi, Mary Hill. So that's what I've got done. I started a couple more, but I haven't added anything else to them. Oh, Dawn, I love your little half page. I love that idea. And I'm going to snitch it. And I told them what I'm going to do is when I make, ooh, that thunder is getting closer. Lisa, I hope that goes away before you go live later. I took it and I slid it in between. And that's where I'm going to put it in your signature. So I have a little short, place to write. Oh gosh, my brain just went because I got excited. Journaling spot in the middle. I might actually move it over here so it's next to this pretty blue. And just slide it in there. And then I did make I've made a few things over the weekend, but they're not finished. So this is one of Tanya's file folder little books. And these letters, I sewed them on and the hearts. And I used an Amy Tangerine kit that it's got this. Let me show you what it does. I got it at Tuesday morning. It's a paper piecing set. And it comes with this little tiny, it's got a plastic cover on it so I don't stab myself. It's got this little thing to poke holes through the paper. And then it came with a selection of embroidery floss. And each color came with its own needle. So I got yellow. Somewhere in this mess on my table is the pink. But, you know, embroidery floss is something that you can find all the time in the thrift stores for next to nothing. So, and the kit came with this little mat, piercing mat, and this is a piercer. And then it came with all these grids. And what you do is you set it down and you poke a hole. I don't know if you can see the holes? You just poke a hole and then you go back and you stitch it. And I made the mistake of putting my thing together before I did the stitching. So I had to really work to sew this heart down here. And it started pulling my paper apart. So I had to re-glue stuff. And then I put a little bit of glue on the ends and it was really sticky. So I just got a piece of my painty paper because that's what I'm going to put in here, and glued it and slid it down in there and set a book on it. So now that's all covered. And I used a piece of duct tape here instead of the Tyvek like Tanya did. And the paint's peeling up from that. So I'm going to put, even though this is all put together, I'm still going to paint clear coat on it and just kind of leave it open while it dries and do the same on the outside. But I think it turned out pretty cool. The only thing I did a little different is I added some, what are they called? Why my brain is not working today? Oh, you know, oh my goodness. I made the marks so the paper will bend a little bit easier around. And I've still got to punch my holes for the elastic piece to go around. But y'all's paper will fit perfectly in here. See? And I might just put 2 holes with the elastic with eyelets here and just do it like Midori and hook 2 of them together with a band and then slide them both through. And that way I can pull things out when they get full and I could reuse my binder, and then I could sew these into something else if I wanted to, or put them in a larger book that I could create. That is thunder, and it's right on top of us. That moved in fast. So anyway, that's what I made kind of sort of over the weekend. I have Janet's journal is still here, but I can't mail it till Friday. And I have my spare journal I sent out with group 4 that I'm going to send to Dawn on Friday. So that's my plan. I'm going to put these back in the drawer over here so they will be one less thing. What I ought to be doing is cleaning up my wreck of a mess so I can play with Lisa later, because right now I've pulled out everything but the kitchen sink. I think. Dawn, you ready for the journal? This is the one I'm sending you to work in. I think I shared this before if everybody's in here. Okay, I just shared my address, but I don't care. Whatever. Kendra's was really cute. Scott really got a hoot out of this girl right here. See, and I folded my wax paper so it would go over the pages so it would stay in place a little better. And then this is the one that Sharon did. These are all so great, and I just love that I'm getting everybody's art. And that one was Lisa's. So pretty. And so, see, I think I have room.